Hello. Welcome to the Fit and Free Show with me. I'm ZGALA, the Art Angel. This is the Head Hutt Mega-Sculpture. This time of day it's particularly beautiful, so I love to come out here and do my arm stretches. And as usual, I invite you to join me to whatever degree feels right in your body. I like to always remind you there's not one way to do this, so make sure and listen to your own body. This is about becoming more self-aware, letting your body know that you care, and that rhymes so you know it's true. I'm going to start off with what I like to call 3 breaths, because it's 3 breaths. And on the way up, I'm going to be bringing the shoulders up into the ears, snap, crackling, and popping. Hold in there, and then just collapsing with that exhale. Maybe rounding the spine, wiggling around, letting go of some stress, and then again, breathing in. Maybe adding the fingers and the toes and the pelvic floor, holding there, and then nice long exhale. Using the voice there is always a little extra healing, and I like to wing the arms right over left, left over right. It's both a good stretch and it helps synchronize the brain. Let's breathe in again. Bringing the shoulders up, tensing everything and holding. Breathing in a little more and then trying to get some relaxation. Shake it out a little bit. Shake it to the left, shake it to the right. Those dogs want to come in. Actually, they don't even want to come in. They're out there wrestling like dogs. And I love my dog friends. I just got to pause and say, grateful for them a lot lately. That also rhymes. You know it's true. I'm feeling silly as I like to, so that's good. Let's bring one arm across the body, holding on to it with the other arm. Do some rotations in the shoulders and the other way. Just getting into that rotation a little bit because it's stiff in there. I'm going to wing that arm back. Maybe a little rotation gently because that's all stiff. And I'm going to bring this other arm across the body, holding on to it with the opposite arm. And again, let's do some circles, one direction and then the other direction. Remembering to breathe and smile all the while. Bring this arm back and then add just a little twist to that. I'm going to come back forward, shake that out because it's kind of hurting, and I'm going to bring this right arm to left knee, left hand behind the body, and give that a little more of a deliberate twist. Coming upright from the sits bones up through the top of the head and twisting from the bottom to the top through the torso with the eyes. And then unwinding with the eyes, shoulders back to front, shaking that out. Let's go left hand, right shoulder, right hand behind the body, and twisting through the torso, through the shoulders, with the eyes, giving all those internal organs a nice hug, a little wringing out, checking in with everybody, and then unwinding top to bottom. Coming back to center, let's shake that out. Shake that out. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Let's do some arm or little circles with the hands, rather, is what I was trying to say. One way and then the other. We got storminess coming in, and I don't want to sound like a crotchety old person, but it is making my bones hurt a little bit. I can feel it. It's true. I think it's air pressure changes. I've been feeling it since I was a young person, so I don't know if it has anything to do with being an old person. Maybe it's just that I'm a sensitive flower. Anyway, Let's do some more shoulder rolls, shall we? Breathing in, bringing the shoulders back and then up and then forward and down on the exhale. Up on the inhale and forward and down on the exhale. One more. And then the other way. Forward and up on the inhale and down and back on the exhale. Shaking that out again. I'm going to add just a little neck stretching. Bring the chin gently toward the chest and then up toward the sky. And again, gently down toward the chest. Maybe adding a little gentle massage there to just remind everybody to relax. And maybe with a gentle push, not pushing hard at all, just gently stretching up with the chin. Not really crunching the head back so much as lifting with the chin. Coming back to center. Let's do some tongue stretches. Ah, and pretty good. I could touch my nose today. That's a good check for me. Sometimes I cannot touch my nose with my tongue, and other times I can. When I can, that tells me I don't have as much inflammation in my body, or at least around my mouth, as I do on the days when I can't. Anyway, do you have any checks or tests like that in your body? Another one for me is rings. When my hands get really swollen, I cannot wear most of my rings, if any, sometimes none of them. This one is super big and bent and thin at the same time, so it usually doesn't cause problems. But this one, if it starts to bother me, then I know my fingers are extra swollen and I have to take it off. And then try to get rid of some of that inflammation. Anyway, today things are just achy, not that inflamed, I guess. That's a good thing, huh? I think I'm going to do a little more of this arm stretching up overhead. Let's do just a little side bending. Keeping that opposite hip anchored as I bend to one side, so anchoring that side. And then anchoring that side. It's fun to play with anchoring and not anchoring. So if I don't anchor, I can bend further over, but I'm lifting that other hip down. And then if I bring that hip down and anchor it, then it actually increases that stretch sometimes. So I can come up and over, lifting that hip a little bit, and then anchor that hip down. Gives it a nice stretch. Let's bend those, or bounce those shoulders around, back and forth, up and down. Give those hands a nice shake out. My clap snaps are doing all right today. I'm going to take you out with a little bit of this singing bowl. I'd like to thank you for stopping by. Thanks if you like and subscribe. Thanks for being you and letting me be me. Don't forget to love yourself at least a little more today, because you're worth it. Don't forget your body's the one thing you can't live without, so be nice to it. I'll be seeing you soon. Ciao for now.